Welcome back, guys, to my next video. If you haven't already, check out the first one. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button and the notification bell. Helps out a lot, and let's get right in. But before we do anything, I'd like to say, go check out the first video. That's how we got here. It's a ton of fun getting here. And with that, let's get right into this boss fight. So, as you know, we're fighting Lilith, and Lilith can be a bit challenging since she is the final boss, but this is my first time ever beating her, so I'm pretty excited and nervous for what she does. I'm wondering what loot I'm gonna get though. So now we're into this. I got my doggo, and I'm AFK right now because I was bored watching that. Kind of bad on my part, but it's alright. So Lilith, as you've seen, can make little like lava things on the ground appear. Those deal damage, and then she has like a sweeping attack or whatever. That does damage, and then she just did like a spike whatever. You can also zoom in. But my strategy for beating Lilith is just to use my poison, since that's what my rogue character does, paired with my right click ability, which it stuns the enemy, but you can't stun Lilith, so it's kind of bad, but it does a ton of damage, and I think it increases the amount of damage taken, or the enemy takes, so that would be good. But yeah, my poison does an extra 168%, so it's basically doing 2.5 of the same ability with only using it once. So also, I have my ultimate attack, Arrow Rain. So whenever I use that, I always want to make sure I have poison active, because like I said, it's almost 2.5 like poisons. So you should always use your ultimate as like your imbuement skill if you have it. As you can see, I missed it, so that's kind of annoying, but Lilith is going down pretty quick, already about half health. Normally you would see the health bar, but since I have like a little game tab above it, you can't, so it's alright though. You can see it right above her head. There's a tiny mini boss that's annoying me, so I had to fight that. As you can see, Lilith summoned in all of her minions, so these are gonna do, they don't really do much damage, but they do enough to annoy me. And also, in Diablo IV, you have mana. So, for instance, my right-click ability costs mana, and if I run out of mana, I can't use it. So, I always need to keep a little bit. But I have like a specialization. It's part of your class, where if I hit an enemy, as you can see right above Lilith's head, she has a little like purple eye. And if I fill that up, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, I have a little bar that's filling up with yellow. I have infinite mana, so I can use my abilities for 3 seconds. That's how long it lasts, as much as I want. So now I've told you the basic, my strategy. Just poison everything, use my protection, everything's done. So just sit back and enjoy the boss fight. So now I've basically beaten Lilith. As you can see here in a second, me, I fought Lilith her entire 2 stages. I didn't know it would happen like that. She'd turn into a new form. So that was a little intense. Of course, that boss fight, I didn't even use a single healing potion. I just like to point that out. So, final boss fight, no healing. I think I did pretty good. Let me know if I did decent or not. But as you can see, just like I said, she now turns into stone, even her clothes, which is pretty cool. And this means I've basically beaten the game. Well, okay. So in Diablo 4, you can beat the final boss, but you can still like fight or do other missions. So although Lilith is the final boss of the game, there are still like missions above this level. I can still do stuff. I haven't completely beaten the game, technically, but I've beaten the final boss, so I think that's pretty cool. And I mentioned some stuff about the loot, so let's see the loot she dropped. One sword, 2 legendary items, we'll take it. But now I went back and sold everything, put some good stuff on, and as you can see, I'm not paying attention right now, so that's why I cut to here. There's a world boss right there. 42 seconds. I think if I don't get there in 40 seconds, I can't get like the reward or stuff. So now it's a race. I have to get there in 40 seconds or I don't get the loot. And I've never fought a world boss, even though I'm level 50. I've never fought one. I probably should. I think they give good loot. But we're about to find out. But I gotta race there first. I'm gonna avoid every single enemy I see, using every single horseshoe. And I don't know why I got set back there. I don't know why, but it slowed me down, so. I don't know my path through here because I've never been here, so I have to open my map every single time because I don't know the way. But right here looks like to be the boss fight, and I think I made it just in time. I couldn't have had more than a couple seconds left. And you can't see it, but this guy has like 10 times the HP that Lilith has. So this boss, I'd say is honestly harder than Lilith. Now that I'm done fighting him, you'll see if I die or not. He was pretty interesting. He seemed to have a couple attacks, and he was just huge, and I think he did a lot of damage. But as you can see, there are a ton of other players that are kind of low levels. There's a couple people with really high levels, as you can see the guy below us. I think that says a level 100. So there are a couple people with insane levels, but other people are like level 16 and 20. So they're just here because, in my opinion, I'd say they're here because they don't know what this is or they want the loot. And this killed 2 people. That right there. So that must do a lot of damage. So I'm trying not to get hit by it, and I think I should have got hit there, but I didn't, and I'll take it. I don't know how much damage it would have done. But yeah, like I said, this guy just has so much HP, so I'm just gonna keep fighting him, because really, I haven't taken much damage, so I'm not too worried about it. It's the same tactic as everything. I use my poison, and then I use all my spells, and I just repeat that. As you can see right here, I actually got kind of low. I thought about using a healing potion, but I have, like, I get life on hit. It's basically vampire, and I get life per second. In my opinion, the life per second is the best, like, early game stat. But life per hit, if you're playing, like, up close, that's, like, the best stat in the game. Because if you take damage, and you're a rogue especially, you hit so fast to the point where it doesn't really matter how much damage you take, you can just all heal it back. And because this guy hits so slow, I can deal so much damage against him. and I basically heal a lot. I know I have about 1,000 HP, and I only get about 20 hit per second, or not per second, per hit, 20 life per hit. But still, that means like every 5 hits or so, I get 100 life, so that's a lot. Plus, I have all my skills, and now he's got 3 lasers. I think I got hit by the one. I'm not really sure, but it doesn't seem to do too much damage. Oh, never mind. That did a lot of damage. So, well, I know how people have died to that now. Those do a ton of damage, and there's little, like, hurricanes around the map. I think those just, like, temporarily stun you and just, like, disorientate you. I would never get hit by that. As you can see, I've never got hit by those. I definitely got hit by those. But he's also got like a cool, he pulls spikes out, he puts them out, and then he pulls them back in. I think that'd be a real cool ability if like you were in a fight. You just summon spikes and then you drag them in. So this guy is pretty low. Like I said, you can't see it. That's my fault. I shouldn't have put that there, but this guy is almost dead. As you can see, I got hit by another laser. And if I get hit by one more, I think I die. So now I have to be careful because he's got a poison and I'm standing on his lava. So that does a lot of damage. But we killed him. So I got to get my share of the loot because I don't know if we share the loot. I don't think we do because no one's picking that up, as you can see. I got some decent stuff out of that. I got an item crate. So I kind of want to see what that gives me. Hopefully it's pretty good. I don't know. This helmet seems pretty good. The pants are good. So overall, I'd say it was worth it coming here. And right here, as you can see, my ring, I think it's unique rarity. So that's pretty good. I'm going to open this, get that stuff, but that is where I'm going to end the video. If you like this, please hit the like button and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for my next video.